Most people are using the wrong Claude, not because you've missed something obvious, but because Claude is more than one thing now. There's actually 4 Claudes. Claude Chat is the one that most people know. You use it for asking questions, you use it for writing, thinking. It's your thinking partner at the end of the day, and it's great for doing that. Then you have Claude Design. It's great for visualizing information. So if you're creating marketing assets, slide decks, or reports, and you're not a designer, you're going to be able to create magical stuff with this because it allows you to just give it the information, give it the kind of design that you're looking for, and also information about your color scheme, your design assets, or even just screenshots. And then you'll be able to create the assets in that design and be able to create it very efficiently as well. Then you have Claude Cowork. It's your doer, basically. It allows you to do whole workflows and connect up apps and also tools to it. So if you have, say, for instance, Google Drive, Notion, or other apps that you want to connect up, it will then look at the information, pull the information in. It will do the whole process without you having to handhold it, and then you can do more work in terms of multitasking and continuing on creating your work. Then we have Claude Code, and don't be fooled by the name code in here. It's actually a general purpose agent, so it allows you to build, and not just technical apps, it's also great for creating knowledge work. And so I run my whole business actually on Claude Code. I have a bunch of skills, which are just packages of information like a cookbook or a guide, and it tells the agent what to do, how to do it, and what tools to pull in and what knowledge to pull in as well. And then what I do with Claude Code is it allows me to multitask on multiple different workflows at the same time, and that means that I can work much more efficiently and effectively. Now, if we speak about efficiency, if you're using Claude Chat and Claude Design, they are less autonomous in the way that they bring things together. They can do some of the work, but it doesn't actually then do all of the workflow, for instance. It perhaps doesn't maybe it does some of the thinking, maybe it does some of the doing, but what it doesn't do is then send the information or connect up to multiple different apps and then put that information into those apps and complete the whole task. Quick pause. This video is sponsored by me. 2 things for you. The first thing is I've dropped a link below to my How Work Works Now blog, where I share how work is changing with AI and what the patterns look like and connecting those dots so that you can see what the future holds, but then also what it means practically for you in your business now. The second thing is, if you'd like to work with me, I've dropped a link below to my offerings and I'd love to see you there. All right, back to the video. If we are looking at Claude Cowork and Claude Code, Claude Cowork is slightly more autonomous in that you can give it a whole task and workflow, and it will go through each of those steps, pull in information from your apps and from your tools, and it will complete the task. What I've noticed with Claude Cowork is that you can only connect up one instance of an app. So say for instance you have multiple Gmail accounts like I do, or Google Drive accounts. You can only connect up one of those. And so if I'm trying to pull in information from different resources and places, I am not able to do that effectively with Claude Cowork. So I have to really think about what the task involves, where the information is coming from, and how it needs to be done. Whereas with Claude Code, I can connect up multiple different apps, multiple different tools, so I can have all of my Gmail accounts, all of my Google Drive accounts, I can connect into Notion, and I can use Google Sheets, Google Docs, all of that stuff in one place, and that allows me to do whole sets of tasks and workflows very effectively and efficiently, and I can step away from the computer and just allow it to process through that particular workflow. And so that becomes a huge time saver because it means that I'm much more able to focus on other tasks, or I just allow it to do more with less ultimately. So I'm just focused on one app and allowing it to do the processing in that space. So if you're thinking about which Claude to use, just remember that you have your thinker, Claude Chat, great for asking questions, writing, exploring your thoughts, and brainstorming. Then you have Claude Design for visualizing information. If you're a non-technical and non-design person, then Claude Design is going to be really great to elevate your output. Then you have your doer. Claude Cowork is excellent if you're a non-technical person as well, because the Claude Cowork UI is just user-friendly. It's easy to use and will allow you to start to automate a lot of what you're doing, and it will allow you to do that in a nice place and UI. And then Claude Code, finally, is your builder, and if you can start to use Claude Code, then you will start to be able to be far more autonomous and efficient, because it allows you to do so much more with just one app. So take a look at each of these and try them out, and try to move beyond just using Claude as a chat. If you start to use Claude Cowork and Claude Code, you will actually have a digital team member, and I would say with Claude Code, it's a digital team ultimately. You'll be able to create different roles and do different types of work that just like a team member would do. And that means that you can reduce your costs, you can do things far more quickly, and also you'll be able to start to understand the real power of what AI can do for you in your business. So that's it, the 4 Claudes. It's very simple. Give them a try and let me know how you go. And if you're interested in these kinds of tips and how to use AI more effectively in your business, then follow and subscribe for more. See you soon.